It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings under the lights on Thursday night.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now, because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take their lumps early, but they'd rather be on the field.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they... willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Here's 3rd and 7. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw. McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Back to throw again. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 23. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, McCarthy flush to his right. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs. And
it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
To throw on second down, McCarthy, and his throw's going to be incomplete. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
From the gun on third down, McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a roughing the passer penalty.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. 39 yards for Aaron Jones. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Extra point safely through, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 71 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Again, he'll drop to throw as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jones is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. Another play in their pocket, they're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
On 4th down, McCarthy. That's caught at the 3. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan from 3 yards out. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
A partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
104 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Got it. Ready?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now Richardson is going to keep it running right.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. From the shotgun, Richardson.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Since the leaping rules were changed back in 2017, we only average about 1 block kick per week league-wide. They pulled out all the stops there, got someone in there, delivered a big block.
I actually didn't think it was that high. I thought it was even less than that, but those guys executed perfection right there. Really brought excellent effort on that snap. Can't ask for anything more, and they got it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, but you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback. He's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on fourth down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw on second down. McCarthy setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment. But welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports halftime report. Final Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. All eyes on Anthony Richardson as he brings the Colts offense back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Richardson looking to throw this. And he's going to go down again. Jonathan Bullard in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 3 yards. There, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, but Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. A bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Flacco looking for his first toss. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through and drop it for an 8-yard loss.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, They got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Flacco from midfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
On the return is Powell.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
And the football going back to the Vikings offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Off play action. McCarthy.
He gets it to Addison.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Let's go.
1st and 10 here for Flacco.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Flacco. And his throw here's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Flacco.
Out of his hands quickly to Pittman.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco.
Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Flacco will take to the air again. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Josh Downs
from 8 yards out.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. An inside give to Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Aaron Jones,
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
and the Vikings are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roll, and he found it.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Indianapolis offense ready to go again. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over. And that
is caught at the 10-yard line.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Flacco.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.